What's up, guys? My name is Angela Overkill Hill, and I'm going to show you how I wrap my hands with Mexican wraps. So they're going to come in these little packages, and they're usually going to look like this. What I do with that is I unravel it first. Ooh. And then I'll make a wrap that's about the length of my knuckle, and I'll wrap that up until I'm finished with the roll. So you're going to want 4 Mexican wraps in order to do it the way I do it. Make sure the wraps stay nice and flat. You don't want it to fold over. And this is how I make my knuckle pad. Bam. Now I'm going to slide it off my fingers. And I'll have a nice knuckle pad that fits right over my knuckles. Now, you're not going to put it on there first. First, you're going to take the one that's rolled up normally. It comes out of the package like this. I always start going from thumb to pinky. I'll kind of grab it with my finger like that so I can roll it over and it stays flat. I always give myself 3 wraps around the wrist. Then I'm going to go from the bottom of my thumb to the top of the pinky knuckle. I'm going to wrap over the palm and over the knuckles twice. Now here's the tricky part. I hold my wrap like that underneath the chin. Hopefully you can hear this with my microphone. Then I'm putting a knuckle pad right there on top of the knuckles. Now you're going to take this, I'll pinch it with my thumb, and I'll make sure that it gets right over the knuckles like so. Then I'll give it 1 and 2 to make it look nice and clean. Get over those folds. And then I'm going to go underneath the thumb and in between the pinky and the ring finger. Now, don't go underneath the thumb again. This time I'm going in between the pointer finger and the thumb and wrapping like so. Then underneath the thumb and through the next 2 knuckles. All right, so it gets a little tricky here. But the most important thing is that you get in between all the knuckles and you keep the fabric nice and flat. You don't want it to fold over like this. You're going to keep it nice and flat over the knuckle. Now, once you do all the knuckles, you can come over this little flap. Make sure it's nice and tight around the edge of the pinky, over the palm. And you make an X on the back of your hand. Then, if I have a little extra fabric left, I'm going to go over and around the thumb knuckle to make sure that stays secure. Now, this last little bit, I'm just tucking in because it's the Mexican wrap, so you don't have the little Velcro at the end. So you just got to tuck it in nice and tight. And then with this bit, I pull it down and I tuck this in to the fingers. Really similar to how they do the wraps backstage. I just don't use tape. And there you have it. This is a nice solid Mexican hand wrap that I do. This is the way I do it. And ever since I started using these wraps, I haven't been getting the knuckle bruises that you get from having baggy wraps and the fabric wraps inside of your gloves. So I recommend this for anyone with tiny hands or anyone who just punches really hard. Do that. To help you remember how to wrap your hands, we wrote this rap song for you. I call it the Rap Rap.
1, 2, 3. Wraps around the wrist. Double on the knuckle and the pad for your fist. Secure the pad on the back of your hand. Protect their knuckles when your punches land. Between the fingers, past the thumb. Don't do it too tight or your hand will go numb. Cross over the back of your hand. If you break your menocarpals, it's just God's plan. Twice around the thumb and tuck it in the side. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Rap.